Welcome to The Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast once again. It is 3:05 a.m. on June 3rd, wee hours of the morning on a Saturday. And I just can't sleep. I haven't gone to sleep yet. I don't know how much sleep I'm going to get today. Probably not much. But I just wanted to give my condolences to DC Young Fly. You guys know him very well from Wildin' Out. And he is a successful comedian and rapper and singer and all the things. And his name is John Whitfield. But we know him as DC Young Fly. His long-term partner in life, with whom he has 3 young children, Jacqueline Smith, and she's known to everybody as Jackie O. She also was a part of the Wildin' Out family for, I think, 5 or 6 seasons. And wonderful entrepreneur, very sweet spirit, as far as I could tell, and people that have worked with her that I know said she was just very, very sweet. News has come that she has passed away at the age of 32. Right now, the reports are talking about she had some sort of mommy makeover surgery, plastic surgery. And, we can't really speculate on everything with that. From what I understand, she was recovering. She was whatever hotel that she was staying at, she was recovering. And then I don't know how everything happened, but she was unresponsive, and that's the latest information, I guess, that we have right now. But I just want to say this. I've never been big on the plastic surgery thing or these enhancements or things to, weight loss surgeries and all this sort of stuff. I'm very skeptical of those things and have been for many, many years. And this has really put me in a funk, because there are 3 young children who are now without their mother. And the youngest 2 will not even really remember their mom the way that the oldest girl will. The oldest daughter, I think she is 6 or 7, so she'll remember her mom. But the 2 younger ones, I don't even know if the middle child is even 2. She might be 2. And then the youngest one, their son, who I want to say he's maybe 11 months old. He's definitely not a year old yet. And now she is gone. I've heard nothing but wonderful things about Jackie O. Just a very sweet person. People who have run into her, on the street or at events and things like that. She's just a very, very sweet spirit. And I definitely followed her entrepreneurship journey. I watched her YouTube page and just her journey as a mother, and, just holding down the home and making sure the kids are together and making sure that she's, making time for DC. And, I loved all of that. She was a successful entrepreneur with her, she had cosmetics, just a hard worker, and I could see how her and DC would get together. I could see how they would be like this little power couple. DC, yeah, he jokes around and this and that, but he's actually kind of a serious brother. Like I've gone to a couple of events and kind of seen him from a distance, and yeah, he has fun and he cracks jokes, and but that's his job. But he's just like this sweet, fun-loving type of dude, and definitely doesn't play around about his lady and his children and his family, and seeing a video of him purchasing a home for his mom, and he's definitely very big on family and all of that, and definitely a very loyal brother as well. It saddens me because I know this is crushing to him, and the two younger ones may not quite understand yet, but to explain it to their oldest daughter that's tough. That's definitely really tough. But I wanted to say one thing, and I know it may not be popular to say, but I'm going to say it because I think it's important. I have all different types of people who listen to this podcast. If you're a man listening to this podcast, this small piece is for you. Affirm that lady in your life. Don't make fun of her if she has put on weight. Say, babe, come on. I'll go to the gym with you. Encourage her. Because the beauty standards that have been set in this world is absolutely ridiculous. And it's further enhanced by what women think they need to be. You see all these videos, you see all of these movies, and even in the adult movie industry, people think, well, I could say men in general, and women too, think that this is what they should look like. And more than enough of these folks have been under the knife to achieve the way that they look. But I am telling you, you gotta love yourself. You gotta give yourself grace. I know the boobs are sagging because you breastfed your babies and, everything ain't really in the places they used to be. I'm not going to say I understand because I don't have children, but I know what it is to be a woman and feel like you don't look the way you want to look. Are they judging me for this? Oh my God, I gained another 20 pounds. Oh my goodness, how am I going to fit into this dress for this event? As a woman, I've been through all of that. All of it. You gotta find a way to love who you are. Because getting all these things done, they're so risky, And you think, well, I already had this stuff done before, and I've done this before, but it takes a toll on the body. And having children, just from seeing what my mom has gone through to have children, what my friends have gone through to have children, and hearing the stories of other women online, and it is a huge undertaking to create life and carry life and bring forth life into this world. It wreaks havoc on a woman's body. It really does. And that's just, you don't have to have a child to know that. That's just common sense. So think when you start doing foreign things to your body, or start adding foreign things, and it starts seeping into your bloodstream, or, you know what I mean? So we got to do our due diligence. And if your doctor is not doing all the checks and balances, if you're not doing your blood works and all these sort of things to make sure that you're fit enough for surgery, That's another thing too. Sometimes we want those quick results and we have the money to do it, and then it doesn't go the way that we thought it was gonna go. Oh man, it just becomes a sad situation. And Jackie truly just resonated this sweet spirit, and I'm sure in her mind it's, I'm gonna get myself together. I'm gonna, go full force with the other things I want to do for my business. Not ever thinking anything like this would ever happen, So I'm hoping that these reports, clarify what indeed did happen. If the family chooses to share it, if they don't, I respect that as well. But yeah, I definitely want people to understand you are loved the way that you are, and you don't have to change for anybody. And if your man is loving you with the extra this and that, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Because these surgeries come with tremendous risk. So many things are risky. We know it. We know that. But these are elective surgeries. And they come with tremendous risk. And you see a lot of people now are getting their implants removed. They're getting their butt lifts removed. All these different things. They're getting them undone. They're getting facial fillers taken out, all sorts of stuff, because it wasn't worth it over the time, They were trying to keep up with something that just wasn't true, So I definitely, like I said, I've heard nothing but amazing things about this woman. May she rest in eternal peace. And I know she's watching over her babies, but it really has upset my soul these past 24 hours with this news, and how DC is going to, first of all, keep himself together so that he can be strong to keep his kids together. And, love to his family, the whole Wildin' Out crew, all of those folks over there, man. And anyone who is thinking of doing these different surgeries and things like that, definitely I'm just going to say it, think twice. Think twice before you do. Take that money and put it into a trainer to annoy you every morning at 5:30 to get you up in boot camp. You know what I mean? Because if you're going to spend thousands to do that, hire a trainer for some time to help you get in your, I understand people sometimes have to have surgeries that are necessary because, they may have things in the body that have shifted and, don't come together anymore since after having children. I'm not talking about necessary surgeries. I'm talking about the elective cosmetic surgeries, the 360 lipos and the, those sort of things that people are doing that are not the necessary things, We gotta love ourselves. This was a beautiful woman. I didn't see anything that she needed to have done. To be honest, we can all look at ourselves in the mirror and say, oh, I would do this, I would do this, I would do that. This woman just had a baby 10, 11 months ago, and she looked beautiful. But you have to see that for yourself, So let's encourage each other. And women, don't be in the comments commenting on other women about how they look and they this and they that. That, you don't know whose spirit you're breaking when you do that. And I know people like, well, I can say what I want because if you post it on social media, then it's subject to commentary. You don't have to put a mean comment. If you're going to put a mean comment, just keep scrolling. You don't have to answer. My grandmother used to always say this, and I say this on here all the time, and I'm going to say it again. You don't have to answer every bell that rings. If that girl is walking around and her gut is hanging out or whatever, you don't have to comment on it. You really could see it and keep scrolling. Because some people are fragile. Some people, they're not looking at themselves that way. But then you come with that one comment that pushes them over the edge. You come with that one comment or that constant pressure to measure up, to look a certain way. That causes so many of these young ladies and men to go under the knife unnecessarily and risking their lives on these tables. Especially when a lot of these doctors don't care. They just want this money. So I don't know what the whole situation is with this doctor, allegedly, whatever. I don't know his situation. All I know is it really starts from the individual and how we feel about ourselves and because nobody's forcing anyone onto these tables. We're putting ourselves there. So we're putting ourselves in risk and harm's way. So maybe we need to start looking internally and find that love, that self-love, so we don't feel like we have to do such drastic things, Oh, man, I don't know. But like I said, it just really hit me today, and it was just kind of a somber day for me. And I never want to see young children, I don't care what age, but especially these 3 babies, they have their dad who is wonderful and amazing, wonderful father. I always see and hear great things about him. But now without their mom, it's like that missing piece to the puzzle, So again, condolences to DC and Jackie's family. And yeah. Self-love. Ebates is now Rakuten. The Rakuten cashback button is the helper you need to find cash back while you shop. It even applies coupons automatically at checkout, so you'll always be sure to get the best deal. Make sure that the app is running either on your computer or on your phone. Shop as you normally would online, then get paid by check or through PayPal. Check the link in our description and it'll give you all the information that you need. Rakuten, the cashback button.